Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the words of the Rambam, Hilchos Talmud Torah, Perek Zayin. Today is Halacha Dalid, and we'll see if we get further than that as well. Now you have a person that was put into nidui; they were ostracized. So, what is the practice? How does this person observe his nidui? And what about others that come in contact with him? Menuda, the one that is ostracized, asal l'saper, he's not allowed to cut his hair. Ulechabeis, to launder his clothes. Ka'avel, he's like a mourner. Kol yemei nidui, all of the days of his nidui, however long that period is going to be. Ve'emezamnin alav, you cannot invite him to a zimun, meaning if three people ate together, and you say, Rabbi, he cannot be included in that. V'lei kailelin oisai ba'asara, nor can you include him in a minyan of 10 people because he's ostracized. You cannot even sit within 4 cubits of his presence. However, he is allowed to teach other people, and others are allowed to teach him. He's also allowed to be hired out to do some kind of work. And others are going to be, and he may hire others to do work for him. Obviously not getting within 4 cubits of him, but those things are leniencies. However, if he ends up dying while he's under this ban of being ostracized, the Bezdin, the court, sends an emissary who puts a stone on his coffin. Claimer, it's as if to say, Shehem, moved on in since that he was separated from the tzibur, the community, therefore they're stoning him to death. So the stone is symbolic of that. I don't have to tell you, says the Rambam, obviously you cannot say eulogies for him, nor can you accompany his mita, his coffin, on the way to the funeral and the grave. So it's a sad, lonely life of one who is put into nidui. Now that's halacha daled. Halacha hey over here, number 5, is that yoiser alav hamacharim. The one who is even worse than the nidui is the one that is excommunicated, put into cherim. Sheinu shoyne lachem. He's not allowed to teach other people. Vein shoyne, people cannot teach him. Aval shoyne liatzon, but he is allowed to learn for himself. Shelo yishkach talmudah. He should not forget his learning. Even that we have rachmanas on the guy. Let him not forget about his Torah. He's not allowed to be hired, nor can he hire other people to work for him. Nobody can do business with him at all. The truth of the matter is, he says, a little bit of dealings would be allowed to do with him in order that he could just make the bare minimum that he needs for his livelihood to be able to survive. So regular business dealings, trade and the like, I cannot get involved with him. But it's some kind of small little exchange of goods for money I would be allowed to do in order that the person should have what he needs just to survive. So you see that there's a difference between a nidui and someone that is in cherim. Cherim, says the Rambam, is worse. Let's see a little further. Halacha vav. Misha yasha b'nidu shloshim yom. If a person was put into nidui, they're ostracized 30 days, and they did not ask to be released from this ban of nidui, so then at the end of 30 days, we'll put you under a second ban. If in fact a person was ostracized for another 30 days and still did not ask to be released, so then we make it even worse. We end up excommunicating the person. We put him into cherim. And we'll finish here with Zayin. Let's say the guy wants to be released. How many people do you need to release him from his ban? You need only 3 people. Even if they're just regular people, they're not Tamid Chachamim, they're not a bezdin of judges, 3 people can release him from his ban. If you have a judge that is an expert, he's allowed to release the ban even by himself without the advent of 3 people. And if you have a student who is of tutelage of scholarship and the like, he himself could ban, we could release the person from the ban of the nidui or the cherem, even in the place of his teacher, which means even if his teacher is around, so as long as he gives him the permission, so he's allowed to be the one that releases. Okay, we'll hold it over here, and we'll continue Be'ez Hashem next time.